Buckle up for your weekly Mive Drive podcast covering this week's top stories and events trending in Central Arizona on Cast 11 Podcast Network. Brought to you by Beltone, the leader in hearing, and Vince Mosier of Prescott Valley's Farmers Insurance, my favorite bald guy. Let's get into it. Elicia, our navigator and guest co-host today, Elicia Morigeau, Prescott Valley's #1 cheer coach of Storm Cheer.
Go Storm.
And the multimedia industry's #1 sales director of Talking Glass Media, Suppy.
What's up, Guy? How you doing?
Thanks for joining us and helping us kick off the weekly podcast. You're our unofficial, official podcast co-host, where we'll be covering today top local stories and weather, mayors, top events, local sports, state news, quick TGM segment update, and maybe a little segment on you. And of course, all these stories today and events that we're covering are top stories on signalsaz.com, your #1 good news website in Central Arizona. So I won't say that again. But if you do want to research any of this, go to signalsaz.com and just write in the title of whatever you want to search for in the search box and you'll find it. And speaking of firsts, or a new first, City of Cottonwood looks like they got new apartments coming in. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
New housing. Looks like the Fain Signature Group out of Prescott Valley on December 7th broke ground in the City of Cottonwood on the newest multifamily residential project, which they're calling Inspiration. And we know that housing is a big issue, and we should be all grateful that somebody's stepping up and getting this done, right?
Right.
It looks like it's at 345 State Route 89A. I've been out there. It's super close to, adjacent actually, the hospital,
Right.
as well as super close to Old Town, which is awesome because what's in Old Town?
Everything's in Old Town. All the best restaurants, Colt.
Colt. I was going to say Colt. Another great one in Old Town is the Tavern. Is another one. I love Colt. Colt's like, you got to have Colt once a week. We got one here in Prescott Valley, and I got all the smoke coming in my office. But the Tavern is another really cool place. If you guys haven't been to Old Town Cottonwood, you should really check it out because it's got a vibe that you can't describe.
Absolutely. This is going to have 192 apartments. So they're going to have 1, 2, and 3 bedroom floor plans. So going to fit all those families out there from.
Pretty sweet. If you know anything about the Fain Signature Group, they built Homestead here in Prescott Valley, and that place was filled up before they even done building it. And Homestead's beautiful. So congratulations to the City of Cottonwood and to the Fain Signature Group and their people for making that happen.
Yeah. Well,
what else?
With that said, I mean, everything is growing. Prescott Valley, we know it's growing. Glassford Hill, definitely. I mean, the traffic is going crazy on Glassford if you try to get anywhere.
Nice segue.
I know. Look at me. So it's one thing I learned reading this article. They're doing a study on the signal lights, and so they're trying to make it to where the traffic flows a little clearer, make it easier to get through. One thing I did not know is there are 10 lights on Glassford Hill in a 3.5 mile.
Is that a good thing? Or?
Not for me, because I'm usually running late to work. So,
well, you're a girl.
Yeah, I know. It takes a lot. It takes a lot.
You have some haters out there now. Uh-oh.
Do you see what I deal with every day?
So speaking of haters, I saw a lot of smack talk, basically, go figure, on Facebook, about the Central Yavapai Metropolitan Planning Organization, otherwise known as CYMPO, which we know it must be government related to have that many names in a title of a company. I guess Mayor Kel Palguda is on that board, and people were thinking that he sits on the board, and then also they didn't go out to bid for the study. It's a nonprofit. Yeah. Nobody's benefiting from this. They're trying to figure out the proper timing of the lights, and that's it, right? Make it flow better.
Yeah, make it easier to get from point A to point B. So
I don't think there's any dark force going on here, and I don't think Mayor Kel Palguda is making a bajillion dollars from CYMPO. So let's give the guy a break.
Shady
on that one.
streetlights. So
yeah, shady streetlights. We'll call that story. Moving on to, we have 2 mayor updates, right?
Yeah.
We have the new mayor, Phil Good.
Love that.
Little applause. For the city of Prescott, we wish him well on his new venture leading the city. And then we also have an update from Kel Palguda. What does Mayor Good talk about in his update?
Well, Mayor Good, he's or new Mayor Good.
Hopefully he's good.
Yeah, I think he's good. I mean, it's in the name, right? So Mayor
Is
Good.
your IBM trying to keep up with my Apple?
I think that's what's happening right now. So it's
sad.
and I thought I got to talk about, our pal Kel. He talked a little bit about Acronite and the musical showcase. For those of you that haven't been out there, it's great. The big walk through the square.
Acre's pretty cool.
I think it's awesome. So Prescott City Council, today actually they're meeting with City Council, and then there's stuff with election meetings going on, City Council voting meetings, all those very exciting things. So they did do something cool. He's going to accept a grant from the Governor's Office of Youth, Faith, and Families Stop Violence Against Women program for $180,000. This is going to be used towards adding 2 new grant-funded detective positions in the city's job roster.
Sweet.
Super needed. So
cool. Going on to
our
the
pal
Mayor Kel. You want to cover him too, since you're doing something?
Since I already know,
right?
So great thing with Mayor Kel Palgudo. We love. He's a good friend of ours. They're doing Coffee with a Cop. And let's say they believe it's going to be over at Lefty's on December 17th from 11:30 to 1. This is a good time to just go in and meet, our boys, see what they're doing, just get to talk to them a little bit, build relationships, and have a good cup of coffee and maybe a great steak over there at Lefty's.
Meet whoever gave you a ticket on Gloucester Hill for speeding between 45 and 35.
But if you have coffee with them, and then when they come to give you a ticket, you can be like, hey, bud, remember?
Yeah, no, I don't think it works that way. Mm-mm. I've tried to get out of that.
Congratulations to the newest graduates of the police academy. We know how much the job force is in need of these guys. And we're looking for employees everywhere, but even our police forces.
Our LEOs, our law enforcement officers and officials, both the sheriff's department and I know the Prescott Valley PD, and I believe maybe Prescott PD, I could be wrong, are all looking for new officers. Great job opportunity in a great town or region.
Did you mention sheriff's office?
I did. YCSO.
That's it. Yeah, they're definitely, I see their stuff up everywhere. So
if you want to, coffee and donuts and
maybe put in a job application. Grab a cup of coffee and put in a job application. New Year's Eve this year, it's going to be obviously on Friday, December 31st. They are doing a fireworks display, games, hot chocolate, s'mores, great big bonfire. The great thing about this is it takes place from 5:30 to 8:30. It's going to be at the Finley Toyota Center parking lot right here on Main Street.
So that is on the very, very edge of old people time. 8:30 is really.
By the time we're done, I can be home by 9. Right. By 9, pajamas and watching murder shows.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then Polar Bear Splash, which you're doing that this year, right? You're jumping into the pool.
Nope.
No?
I ain't getting near cold water. Nope.
So January 8th out at Mountain Valley Splash Pool, they're doing the big annual.
It's a great event.
It's awesome. It's crazy, but it's awesome. They jump into the pool. They've got stuff for the kids. In the past, they've done a pancake breakfast. I don't know if that's going on this year, but everything is free, fun for the family. Hopefully it'll be about 80 degrees out there for them.
Yeah, I don't think so. You can go to signalsaz.com and put in Polar Bear Splash in the search engine or the search box, and you're going to find out more about it. But it's very cool. I heard there's going to be a lot of small prizes.
Small prizes. Little prizes.
We're not going to talk about the COVID update. You can read that if you want. Everybody stay healthy. I can tell you, I'm still listening to it, a really interesting podcast on the Joe Rogan show. And I'm not for or against vaccinations. I'm moderate. I'm in the middle. I'm just trying to gather as much data from my family as possible to make right decisions. But there's a very interesting podcast that I was listening to today and this morning that Joe wrote. It's episode 1747, I believe, on the Joe Rogan Experience on Spotify. Check it out. This guy's like a virologist and a cardiologist. And he has some pretty interesting viewpoints. But again, he doesn't take sides either. He just shares a lot of data I think you guys might be interested in hearing about. So moving on my drive, Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce that presents a Valley of the Lights. It started November 25th.
Yep.
And it's going all the way through December 30th. I think it's in Fane Park, right? At 2200 North 5th Street. Prescott
Absolutely. Valley. I know that this is my granddaughter's favorite. She thinks they put the lights up for her every year. So they go probably 5 nights a week, and it's fun every single time. So they did a walkthrough. I think this is their third year.
A stroll through the Valley of Lights.
The stroll.
That happens
So
every year before the actual Valley of Lights, I think.
Yeah, they were saying that people wanted to stop in their cars and take pictures, but just to keep the flow of traffic going, there's no stopping. You got to keep going. So they give everybody one time a year to actually get through and be able to go through and.
So check it out. Drive through in your car. Prescott Valley of Lights runs through December 30th in Fane Park. Again, if you need more information on that, either you can go to the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce website or signalsaz.com. Cool. And then I thought this story is kind of interesting for Chino Valley. Chino Valley neighbors light up for the season. What they do is homeowners and residents throughout Chino Valley decorate their house, and then they register that on a locator map with the town. I'm going to click through to that right now. It's called the Parade of Homes, and you can use the map to drive around Chino Valley and see where all these homes are. So you can add your home to this map. I thought this was a cool idea.
I think it's great because the houses are pretty spread out there in Chino, right? So
to
be able to
very rural. I live out there. We love it out there. There's lots of land. People do some really creative things with their homes. So I think this is a really cool thing that Chino Valley has done, is this Parade of Homes. So check it out online, probably on the Chino Valley website, or again, signalsaz.com, Parade of Homes, and go get some hot chocolate and drive around and check out all the lights. Speaking of lights.
Speaking of lights, look at you.
It's almost like radio-like.
It's almost, just right into it.
What do you need Lisa for? We love Lisa. Magic when you have us two jamotes.
Yeah, listen to us, not a pro like Lisa. Just listen
But we're going to have Lisa in here. She needs to be a guest host.
That's awesome. Well, that means I don't get to do it every...
No, you're fired after this.
One and done.
Luminaria.
There we go. So Highland Center is doing the Luminaria. It's going to be Saturday, December 18th. So this Saturday, 6 to 8, $5. You get to go through the gardens. They're bathed in soft glow of luminaries on a winter's eve.
What is a luminary?
Hey,
research guy.
Research guy. What is a luminary?
So he was sleeping watching how to make a video.
Do you think that's a good sign when we put our only audience member to sleep?
I know. It's like I was doing a bunch of Yelp College videos and I haven't slept all night.
I haven't slept. Thank you.
He's not even talking. I don't even think he's listening to this. His headphones probably got the sports channel
He was
on.
bebopping a minute ago. So
come on, dude. Can your IBM? Oh, he's got an Apple computer too.
Okay.
So what's Luminaria mean?
Well, he's looking that up. I'll let you know. Attendees are going to stroll. I know. As attendees stroll through the gardens guided by the soft glow of luminarias, they will experience Yuletime warming fires while enjoying hot seasonal beverages, non-alcoholic.
Is that like a unicorn? What is a luminaria?
I think it is. I think it's the
luminaria. Just put in Google search. What does it mean?
What does it mean?
He's not getting back to us. You should be able to pull this up in like 2 seconds, dude.
Yeah.
So much for your bonus.
No bonus.
I quit.
Oh my gosh. So what is a luminaria?
At every festival at Christmas time is named Luminaria, so finding the definition.
So I guess our research assistant is getting
Christmas lantern consisting of a candle set in a small paper bag weighted with sage.
So it's basically
Christmas
a candle in a paper
lantern.
bag during Christmas, which sounds like a fire waiting to happen, which I believe Chief Scott Freitag and Kappa probably love luminarias during this time of year to keep them busy.
Check that out.
So maybe you want to use a lithium candle of some flashlight sort. So that's how it's actually, they put on really nice events over there.
It's a great place.
That's again at the Highland Center for Natural History at 1375 South Walker Road in Prescott. What's next? We got some sports updates.
Yeah, go Bears. Bradshaw Mountain High School sports recap. Let's see. Bradshaw Mountain boys basketball team won both games last week.
Go Bears.
Go Bears. The team beat Mingus Union High on December 7th, bringing in a 52-33 victory.
Spank.
Yeah. Then they went on to play Desert Edge High School on December 10th and won 45-35.
Spank times 2.
What is going on? What are they feeding these bears over there?
I don't know. Bear food.
The girls basketball team brought in a win December 7th against Mingus Union High School, 51-24.
What is it? They really spanked them.
Wow. Good job, girls.
All due respect to Mingus Union. We love you
Mingus,
guys.
I love you guys,
You
but
guys, man.
Bears, what are you guys doing over
What do
there?
you call girl bear? I don't know. It's not
bear?
a joke. I just don't. It's just bear.
Hey, what do you call a girl
kinda
bear?
sexist.
Mama bear. I don't know.
That the girls don't have their own. If you identify as a girl bear, not a boy bear, that means you're just a bear still. That's genius, actually.
The girls played in the Round Valley Round Ball Shootout Tournament over December 9th and 11th, bringing in 4 wins and 3
We're not gonna have this
losses.
bear debate. Barely.
We're barely going to get through this.
Okay.
Let's see. December 9th, they won against Holbrook. They lost against Alchese, win against San Carlos, win against Blue Ridge, loss against Sholo,
Ouch.
win against Valley High, and a loss against
Bears are
Forest
doing
Thomas.
pretty good.
They're doing pretty
Love my
good.
Bears. I got a segue
Okay.
because I'm a part of the Humboldt Education Foundation.
Yes.
And since it's end of the year, just a reminder to you guys, if you're looking to still pay your taxes and file and you want to give, the Humboldt Education Foundation raises grants for students, teachers, and classrooms. And it's a qualifying organization. So if you give your money to them, it's applied towards your state tax credits. So it's a good way to pay taxes and support education in your local community. So that's the plug I'm going to give to the Humboldt Education Foundation.org for more information. But go Bears. They are kicking some bear butt out there.
Let's see how the
Prescott High
Badgers
School
are doing.
Sports.
Let's see. So Prescott High School boys and girls basketball brought in a combination of wins and losses, while soccer brought in wins across the board. I never understood why they do soccer season when it starts getting cold.
Have you ever played soccer?
But
You're running around a lot.
okay, but what about the mom in the stands? How do you guys keep warm?
You're just there to give us water,
get
and,
hot
and
cocoa.
food.
Oh my gosh, oranges. My kids, when they played soccer, it was in like the spring, summer. But these
hot
guys,
Cheetos and Pepsi.
Hot Cheetos, yeah.
Really nutritional.
boys basketball team won 2 games and lost 1 in the last week. They beat Coconino High on December 7th, 57-37.
Nice job.
Yeah, and then
Badgers.
they went on December 8th. They lost 84-90, but a close one. And then they rebounded December 10th.
90?
Yeah, that was a high scoring
That's a
one. That's
big,
a lot.
high scoring game.
It's like NBA style
no D,
right there.
I guess, on that one.
Yeah, lots of just hitting all the shots, lots of 3-pointers. December 10th against Mojave, 69-41, and they're going to play against Mingus Union High on December 14th, and then Mesquite High on December 17th. Girls basketball lost 2 more games in the past week. They're going to go on to play Coconino High School they lost that one. December 7th, 30-52.
Yep.
And then losing 36-44. But let's hope for a rebound against Mingus. But love you guys, Mingus. Prescott High School boys soccer team out there freezing, but running. I guess that makes you run faster. So
2 wins.
2 wins. They're doing good. Let's see. December 9th, Seton. They beat Seton Catholic Prep with a final score of 8-2. Holy moly, that's arousing. Prescott High School girls soccer team wins in the past week. The team beat ALA QC on December 7th with a 7-0 win.
Ouch, that's a spank.
What are we feeding these Quad City
I don't
kids?
know.
They're
It's
killing
just,
it.
Country kids.
Then they went to beat Seton Catholic Prep on December 9th, 4-0. Girls, you are killing it. Good job. So
Nice, good job, Badgers.
good job, Badgers.
And since it's Chino Valley, I'm going to cover Chino Valley sports recap for this week. Boys basketball team lost their game on December 7th against Payson High School. Team is scheduled to play this week against Eastmark High on December 15th, which is tomorrow, because this airs tomorrow. So you need to speak like it's today on Wednesday, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then they'll play the 2021 Wrangler Course Classic on December 17th and 18th. So check out our Cougars, Chino Valley High. Girls basketball team lost to the Payson Longhorns in their game on December 7th. And the ladies will play Eastmark High School on December 15th. That is your sports wrap-up, local sports wrap-up. A female bear, our researcher has answered one of his questions. A female bear is called a sow. What is a male bear called?
Bear.
Bear?
Bear.
See, we don't
Sow.
change our name. Sow is kind of...
I don't like it.
It's kind
I
of
don't-
Sow.
It doesn't sound good.
Go Sows.
Go Sows. I don't like it. We're going to just go Bears. Lady Bears.
A little state news. You want to cover this, or you want me to cover it?
You know what? You go on this one.
Google is looking at Mesa on the state news level. Mesa City Council approved a development agreement with the multinational technology internet service giant Google. We just call them Google. When you need a definition, you ask your research assistant to use Google. And then he finds what a female bear is called, sow. Thanks to Google, we know what a female bear is called.
Thanks, Google.
The agreement with Mesa outlines a potential project that would include a data center and accessory office facilities. I don't know what an accessory office facility is. Do they have small accessories in there?
I would assume so.
Okay, maybe
just-
like keyboard numbers and small accessories.
like the little earrings.
Playing on words, I guess.
Yeah.
So good for jobs. I know the state of Arizona is running hard on technology. We've seen a lot of tech giants coming into the state, and I'm sure that benefit will spill over up here in northern Arizona.
Everything's going digital.
Exactamundo. And what else are we covering here? I wanted to talk quick TGM Talking Glass Media segment. For all of you that don't know, the Prescott Valley Recreation and Events Guide is now available online and in print throughout Google, the internet, and throughout the town of Prescott Valley. So Prescott Valley is catching up to Google.
Prescott, I think it's almost
Pretty
the
close.
same.
Pretty
much the
close.
same. You want to know what's going on, you just open up the rec guide. Just
So that's
go
the
right
rec
on there.
guide, and the rec guide's beautiful with all the events from the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce,
Ice skating.
the town of Prescott Valley, as well as the Prescott Valley Finley Toyota Center through Spectra. All their events are in there, so check that out online. And then also this winter edition of TG Magazine, Talking Glass Magazine,
cozy.
Prescott Valley's Voice, is now available online and will be arriving on the docks in the next week or so. The edition is on cozy and all things cozy.
Hot cocoa, warm, fun, Christmas
Llama
memories.
wool.
Llama.
They
Gotta
said they
cover
covered the
llamas.
history of looms and llama wool. What do you call a female llama research assistant? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a sow.
Llama, yo mama.
Yo mama, yama mama.
Llama mama.
Cool. And then, as I mentioned, the TG Magazine, I'm just kind of pulling it up here on screen.
It's so
pretty
pretty.
cool. Did
Great
you
pictures.
know about the history of the word hugs?
I didn't.
It comes from the old Norwegian term hygge, Hygge, which is basically comfort. So that's why we're kind of interested in covering cozy in this edition of TG Magazine, because when you think of cozy, you think of warm and fireplaces.
Hugs
And what are these things that, what are these comfortable destinations and things in central Arizona? And that's what TG Magazine covers this edition in winter.
pretty pictures. I always love looking at the pictures they shoot.
So, a female llama is a hembra and a male llama is a macho?
A macho.
Nice.
Whatever.
Why?
I don't
think,
know. Not even.
I think the people making up these names are probably male.
I think they're men. I think they're
I'm
men
a
going,
macho.
yeah.
you're
a bear.
hembra?
A bear
You're
is a
sow?
bear, and
You're-
then a sow.
You're a
What?
sow and I'm a
No.
macho.
We're done. We're
Cry-
done.
What was that? Clint Eastwood's new movie, Cry Macho? Was he
Cry
talking about
Macho.
llamas?
Cry macho llama.
And to finish up the segment, we always cover our co-host. And even though you're not Lisa,
I know.
Lisa's cool.
Sorry,
You're
Lisa.
pretty cool because in addition to being the sales director of Talking Glass Media, the multimedia industry's #1 sales rep, it's going to cost you a couple bucks.
Okay.
You're also, and this is true, you're the coach and owner of Storm Cheer, which is a championship team nationally
Yep.
for cheerleading, and it's based right here in the town of Prescott Valley.
Yeah.
Talk to me about it.
We actually, we're going into our 4th season. I'm co-owners with Melissa Bates and Angela Mintzmeyer. And so it's 3 lady bosses kind of killing it. So we love that, girl power. We've got 70 kids now. So it's, we're definitely growing. We have
This is Stormy Lee
Stormy Lee. Yep.
pulling it up.
We have 6 teams this year. And our last competition, we took home 2 first places, 2 second places, 3 second places. Our very first competition of the year, we sent our senior 3 team, and we actually got a paid full
Look at that
bid to
face.
nationals.
She's like,
That's Emma. That's she's
Killing
an
it.
OG. She's been with us going on her 4th
Dang.
season. So
And this is all out of Prescott Valley, but do you have members of the team from throughout the region?
yeah, so we just got our gym. We're actually in Prescott on Willow Creek, but a lot of our kids come from Prescott Valley, so that's where we started. We're open to Quad Cities. We've got kids coming from Wickenburg to be on our team. So we've got people calling us from Flagstaff, trying to arrange, carpooling. So there's just, it's pretty exciting to bring, this to the region, to bring cheer. I mean, it's a whole new level. We don't cheer for soccer, football, or, we're just competitive cheerleaders. So we've got 4 boys on the team. And what's great about our boys is we've got...
Those are machos, by the way.
They are machos. These boys are killer. There's one of them right there. That's Jonathan.
This young lady looks a little tougher.
She's kind of a baddie.
There's nothing
She's
more
fierce.
Exciting and pleasing to see
this.
a strong young lady.
Yeah, look at these.
Right?
Yeah, they're killers. So it's
great to see.
It's exciting. We've one of our boys we've got 2 actually Chino Valley wrestlers on our team.
Nice. Well,
And
they have to be pretty strong, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So they're it's
Chino
just
Valley
killer.
strong.
Yeah. So we're getting ready for nationals. January 20th, we're going to Vegas. Last
How
time we
many
were in
teams
Vegas,
competed that?
we're taking 6 teams nationwide. Hundreds of teams will.
And so when you
converge
talk
on.
about, this isn't some little local
Mm-mm.
event where there's 10 teams and you're the champ. This is a
this is
national
Yeah.
event. And you're saying you're taking first through second in multiple categories in a national event.
Yeah, we're the defending Pinnacle National champs right now.
Pinnacle National.
Pinnacle
Is that
Nationals, end of the year.
Super Pinnacle.
Super Pinnacle. It's just end of the year blowout.
That's huge, though.
Yeah, we're doing several national competitions this year. The girls, they all want the jackets. We want jackets, the rings. So
Looks like they want sequins from what I'm looking
They
at.
want our new uniforms.
Yeah, that looks expensive.
Look at that new uniform. $650.
Ouch. But if you're going to look that good, you better be a champion.
You better be
right?
a champion. Yeah. Yeah. So we're excited. This is our first year. We've got a mini team. So we've got littles as small as 4 years old competing this year. So 4 to 18.
How cute is that?
Super cute. Super
That's
cute.
pretty awesome. We didn't know that. If somebody wants to call Storm Cheer and maybe get their kid involved, who would they call and where and why?
Call it. Just you
It
can go
says
right on the
right here.
website. Oh, is that?
You don't know the number?
I don't call them.
It's I'll do it for the coach. It's 928-301-2872. That's Storm Elite Cheer or Elite Storm Elite.
Storm Elite.
Storm Elite, national champions, right out of here, out of Prescott Valley. So if your kid wants to be at a seriously competitive level,
These kids come in with a tremendous amount of pressure. It's in the parents, from the athletes to the parents to the coaching. It is definitely a competitive cheer team. It is not, we tell them there's levels, there's sideline cheer. There's millions of ways to go out and have fun with cheer, and competitive cheer is fun, but It is competitive, and it is definitely, it's not for the faint of heart. It is,
Cool.
It is a lot. So
well,
excited.
Thanks for helping us kick off this edition,
was fun.
Coach.
Coach.
Now I'm going to fire you as coach and tell you to get back to work and go take some money and sell something.
Got it.
Awesome.
Awesome.
This is My Drive podcast for Wednesday, December 15th on Cast 11 Podcast Network. Tune in weekly as we give you the top events and stories in the region from signalsaz.com. Watch out for those roundabouts.